Hello chess friends. Today we'll be taking a look at the concept of triangulation in chess and its implementation in practice. So you might have heard of the term triangulation and you might have wondered what is triangulation and how to use it to win games. Well, triangulation by definition is a tactic which is used in chess to put one's opponent in Zugswang. Basically, triangulation is used to get a winning position and sometimes it's also called as losing a move or losing a tempo. Well, so basically the attacking side in the case, white in this particular position uses a maneuver that looks like a triangle. And by doing so, he will return to the same position with black to move and thus forcing black to concede some important squares. So well, enough of that theoretical stuff. Let's see how it works in practice. If you observe the position here, it's black to move, it's white to move and win the game. And black guards the important squares, for example c6, d6, e6 are all guarded. But if you observe it carefully, if we reach the same position with black to move, black will have to move his king back, and that would allow the white king to infiltrate in the position. And that is exactly what we are going to do. The white king will move in a triangle. So we'll start with king to e5. Now this just looks like moving away from the pawns, but bear with me, we'll see the idea. This allows king to c6 and now king to d4, protecting the pawn and forcing black to make a move. If king to b5, that just steps away from the pawn and that's the king goes offside, and after something like king to d5, king to d6, white will push ahead and win the game. So black generally has to go back and white now plays king to d5. Basically we have reached the same position again, but this time it's black to play. So all we have done is move our king from e5, d4 and d5 that resembles a triangle to get this position with black to play. So basically it's a very clever way of passing the move. And let's see how it works. Now black has to concede some important squares. He has to give away control of some important squares. He plays king to c8. Now white plays king to e6. So this is known as a diagonal opposition. And again black is forced to make a move. King to d8, king to d6. So the diagonal opposition has been converted into a direct opposition and black has to concede the ground. So king c8, and this allows the white king to infiltrate in the position with king to e7. Black's only move is king b8 and we further infiltrate in the position with king d7. And now after king a8 we play c6. Note, king to c7 would just be a stalemate, so we should always look out for such blunders. White plays c6, sacrificing a pawn in order to get this position, king c7, guarding both b7 and b8, and this is completely winning. So for example c5, b7, we promote and this is a checkmate. So all you have to remember in this position, all you have to remember here, if this position was black to play, black would have lost. So the technique of doing that is to move a king to e5, d4 and back to d5 that resembles a triangle. Okay, so let's go to a second example. So here we have it. This is our second example and this is from the classical game between Paul Morphy versus Adolf Anderssen, the historical duel. And Paul Morphy was white here and he is completely winning. All you have to do is, okay, I'll let you think. It's white to move and win. You might take a pause and try it yourself. Okay, if you notice, if we reach the same position with black to move, white will easily win the game. So all you have to do is move in a triangle, and this position you are allowed the leisure to try any kind of triangle. You can go something like f4, g4 and back to g5, or you can also go h5, h4 here. You can go g4, h5 and g5. So you can try all kind of triangles here. I'll just try king h5. Now he's forced to play king f7, king h4, king f8, king to g5. Basically you reach the same position. We used this cunning triangular maneuver with h5, h4 and g5, and we reach the same position with black to move. Black plays king f7 and this allows us to get inside the position. We sacrifice a pawn, which is now a queen, and captures. We play king to f6 and our king will pick up this pawn and every other pawn, and this is completely winning. So all you had to do here was move in a triangle. In fact, you have so many other options. You can also go f4, g4, g5. Basically, the idea is just to pass on the move and put your opponent in zugzwang. So, hope you have understood the idea of triangulation. I use rather simple examples, but I hope you have got something out of the video. Thank you for watching and do subscribe as there are lots of more videos coming.